Hey, what's going on, guys? In today's video, I want to show you how to prevent a Google suspension. In this video, I'm going to show you 7 ways to protect your GMB. Watch this. Brother Darren, this one's for you, brother. All right, guys, so let me get right into it. So I created this image, which basically is showing in the center Google. And when you put in for a Google business profile, I still call it GMB, but I still call Citi Field Shea Stadium. So don't listen to me, you know. So I just keep calling it GMB. So when you put in for GMB, what Google does is they scrape the web to see if your address is, 5 Maple Street, for instance, right? And they want to know, do you have any presence on the web? So this image kind of illustrates what I'm trying to say. You put in for your Google My Business, and then Google goes out to see, hey, where is this? Is this business on Bing? Is it on Yelp? Do they have social media? Do they have a YouTube channel? Do they have a website? And if they can't confirm that this is a real business, you're going to get automatically suspended. So as soon as you click confirm, you're going to get suspended right away. So in this video, what I'm trying to teach is these are the steps you should do first. In fact, if you do all these steps, depending on your industry, sometimes what Google will do is they'll create the GMB for you. Meaning that, look, this is what a regular business owner does, right? So an electrician or a power washer, they don't know about this type of stuff. They get a GMB. I'm sorry, they get their website. They get some social media. Maybe they sign up through Yelp or Angie's List. A couple of things like that. And then somebody tells them about Google My Business, and they're like, oh, okay, I got to sign up for that. And 6 months later, they sign up for that. What we're doing as people who are interested in SEO, what we're doing is the opposite. We're just putting in for the GMB first because that's the thing that we want. You got to remember, you got to do what Google wants, not what you want. Right? You got to do what Google wants. And you have to think like John Smith. What does John Smith, the power washer, do? Right? What is it that he does? Well, he goes and gets a website, he gets a Facebook page, maybe he makes a YouTube video, gets a Yelp page because somebody told him that between Yelp and Angie's List, they may get, 1 or 2 clients a year. So that's what they do first. Then somebody tells them about Google My Business, and they try to figure that whole thing out. All right, so watch this video. I'm going to show you 7 things you need to do first. Thanks, guys. Okay, guys, so as you know, Google My Businesses or GMB listings are being suspended at a record rate. And I get a lot of clients asking me questions, or people just viewing the YouTube videos asking me questions. Hey, my GMB got suspended, or I'm not being ranked as well. What could I do? And here's the issue. The issue is actually before you even set up your GMB, there are things that you need to do. All right, so we're going to get into that in this video. Thanks for watching. If you'd like, please give me a thumbs up, and also subscribe to this video. Okay, so with that being said, so we're all starting to catch on that if you use the keyword in the Google My Business name and you use the city, you have a better chance of ranking. And almost overnight, you're going to go from the 2nd page in the more places on the maps listings to the 1st page. We all know that. However, the person who set up your SEO, or if you did it yourself, you got a bunch of citations and you set up your Yelp page and so on and so forth with just the name Edison Electric, or maybe Mr. Electric, as you could see here in the example that I'm showing. So all your citations, everything about your business says Mr. Electric or Edison Electric, but just on your Google My Business, all of a sudden it says Edison Electric, Electricians of St. Petersburg, or below that, Weston's St. Petersburg Electrician, right? Because everybody's catching on to add the city name and add what you do, either electrician or plastic surgeon or DUI lawyer. And Google's taking a look at that, and they're suspending your GMB. And then we're saying, well, how do I get it back? And it's a whole hassle. So before you even get your GMB, before you even sign up your GMB, here are the steps. These are the things that you must do before you even get your GMB. I hope that's clear. Do not just go and get your GMB and call it Edison Electricians of St. Petersburg. Do not do that. Or don't call it Mr. Electric and then add Electricians of St. Petersburg later on. You need to do these things first. Hey guys, as you can see, I'm at 5,952 subscribers. I started this channel as an accident. Really, it was just something that I did, and I really never thought it would be anything. In fact, to be quite honest, it's still kind of underground. A lot of people don't know about me. So if we could kind of just hit this subscribe button, if you're not already subscribed, and I want to try to make 6,000, which is another 48 people by, I guess by November 1st. That would be a good goal, right? If I had 6,000 people, 6,000 subscribers by November 1st, that would be fantastic. Hey, if you're already subscribed, don't unsubscribe, please. All right, guys. So step one, you need an office or desk address, whether that's in the building that you own or rent, or if you're working out of your house, you don't want people to come to your house, you may want to go on Craigslist and look for desk space and rent an office for 1 month. Get the address. And let's just say that the address is 1010 Main Street, St. Petersburg, Florida, 33781. Write that address down, and now we're going to use that address. So step two, if this is an already existing business like that Mr. Electric, but you want to call it Mr. Electric, Electricians of St. Petersburg, Florida, you need to get a DBA. However, if it's a brand new business, you need to get sole proprietor paperwork, or you need to get LLC or corporate paperwork. And you could just go on the web and type in sole proprietorship, setting up a sole proprietorship. There's a website called LegalZoom, and I think it's about $90, and they will do all the paperwork that you need for either a DBA or a sole proprietorship. In the meantime, if Google questions it, you just let them know because of COVID, the paperwork is slowed down. However, you put in for either a DBA or a sole proprietorship or an LLC, whatever you did. But you need to have paperwork with the business name that you want to use. You're allowed to use Mr. Electric of St. Petersburg. You're allowed to use New York City DUI lawyers. You're allowed to use those names if that's the name of your business. You can't be Jones & Jones Law and then change your Google My Business name to New York City DUI lawyers. So step three is get signage, business cards, and t-shirts with the name that you're going to use for the GMB. So if you're going to use Electrical Solutions of St. Petersburg, go get some business cards, get some signage made, get 1 or 2 t-shirts. You can order all that up on the web for less than $50. But make sure you have that name, the GMB name that you want to use. Put it on your signage, and also include a logo. You need it for branding purposes. Step 4, sign up with Yelp and Bing. Yelp and Bing are going to verify by sending either a text or a voicemail message to verify the phone number when you sign up with both Yelp and Bing. You want to do that because these are 2 data aggregator sites, and Google checks with both Yelp and with Bing to see if the name, like New York City Electricians or DUI lawyer of St. Petersburg, if that's your name, if your address is 1010 Main Street, your zip code is 33781, whatever your zip code is, whatever your phone number. So sign up with Yelp and sign up with Bing, and make sure you use the name that you're going to use in your Google My Business. You're going to use New York City Electricians. That's your name in Yelp, and that's your name in Bing. So for step 5, guys, you want to order a press release and you want to order a data aggregator package. Now let me just explain what those two are. Go over to Web 20 Ranker or Web 2.0 Ranker, but it's web20ranker.com. And just go over to shop by category and order a press release. They'll write the press release for you, or you could have somebody over at Fiverr write the press release. So the press release may be that Jones Electric has created a DBA to handle with their Manhattan work called New York City Electricians, right? So use that example for you. You're a plastic surgeon in San Francisco, and you're Smith plastic surgeon. You get the idea, right? You're going to be plastic surgeons of San Francisco, or a section of Chinatown, San Francisco, right? So that's where you want to be found. So write a press release on either your new business or on your DBA, and that press release will go out to all the news stations. It'll go out to about hundreds of news stations will pick up the story that you changed that. So that's a really good sign. And then make sure in the press release you add your NAP, your name, address, and phone number, and your website. And yes, add the name that you're going to be using in your Google My Business. All right, so I hope that makes sense. Now the next thing you want to do is go over to Web 20 Ranker once again and order a data aggregator package. It's real simple. You'll just give them your information, and your information will be sent out to all these data aggregators like Infogroup and Factual and Newstar, and all the big data services will pick up your name, address, and phone number. And that is real important because Google checks the web to see if the information you put in to the Google My Business matches what's around the web. So you do want to get an aggregator service in addition to citations. We'll talk about citations next. One of the places that I like to get citations from is this website called Local Citation Services. So just Google Local Citation Services. You'll see this website, and they do great citations. You could also go over to Fiverr and go check out Virtual Girl 2010. Be careful, there's a lot of now Virtual Girls on Fiverr. Make sure you use the Virtual Girl 2010. But or you could go over to Web 20 Ranker and go get yourself 200 citations. All right. Now make sure you get the citations and you do all this other work before you do your Google My Business, before you set up your Google My Business. All right. Get your citations. Get your citations in step 6. Okay, guys. So in step 7, it's real simple. This is the fun part. This is where the magic starts to happen. You go over to Fiverr and have your social media set up. They'll set up your accounts like your Facebook, your Twitter, your LinkedIn. Send them over your logo. Send them your name, address, and phone number. Maybe a little paragraph about what you do, and they'll get you started. They'll send you back the usernames and passwords. They should already be verified. And then take all the pictures that you've accumulated of you wearing the shirt, holding the sign, your business card, holding your DBA pictures, and upload them all to your social media. Take 50 pictures, upload them all to your social media, put a little text underneath it, and try to get reviews. Get some Facebook, some LinkedIn reviews. by people who have used your service or are going to use your service, right? See, the magic is starting to happen. The magic's starting to happen here. You're already building a trail on the web prior to setting up your Google My Business. Now, if somebody complains, he's New York City electrician, that's not his name. Well, Google's going to go, okay, let's check. And they're going to check along the web. Your social's going to be set up. Your data aggregator is going to be set up. You have pictures set up. You did it, baby. You did it. And that's how you keep your keyword and your city name. And there's a much, much better chance of it getting, all right, let's say it gets knocked down. Let's say it gets, I say it's impossible, but nothing's impossible. It gets knocked down. Well, you already have your paperwork. Submit your paperwork and say, yeah, we are New York City. Here's my DBA. They have to reinstate it. They have to reinstate it. They're not going to knock out your Google My Business because somebody complained if you have, if all around the web, that's what you're known as. How you get suspended is when you start keyword stuffing in your Google My Business, and then they check your Yelp account and your Jones accounting firm. Right? Your Jones accounting firm on Yelp, but all of a sudden on Google My Business, your tax preparation lawyers don't let April 15th come. You know, you all these crazy keywords on your Google My Business, but everywhere else around the web, you're just plain old Jones accountant. Right? I think we all do that. I can't tell you. Look, I've done it in the past, and in the past it wasn't a problem, but now it's a problem. So now you have to prepare. So there's some people listening to this video going, "Oh my God, that's what I did. That's what I did. What do I do? What do I do?" Don't panic. You need to rebrand yourself. That's all. You just need to rebrand yourself. You could fix your citations. There are websites like the Hoth, HOTH.com, that will fix your citations. I don't like using them, but Yext.com will fix your citations. I don't like using them, not because they're a bad service, because they're extremely expensive. They're about anywhere from $500 to $1,000. I forget the packages that I used to purchase through them. But they'll fix all your citations, meaning that if your name, address, and phone number is wrong, if your name is wrong, hey, it's worth the investment. It's worth $1,000 investment if you're Jones Accounting and you really want to take over, you know, your area in accounting or electrician or DUI law or whatever you do. It's worth it. Go over to Yext and do it. But there's other ways to do it. You need to rebrand yourself, right? But let's prepare even before you make that mistake, even before you make the mistake of changing the Google My Business. Go back and rebrand yourself. Fix everything, right? And if you haven't opened the GMB yet, then this video is perfect for you because you're going to see all 7 steps to creating a great, powerful GMB. All right, guys. So one of the other things that I left out was that if you're using one of these services where you could get like 10 phone numbers for $10, you know what I mean, where you get like, 10 phone numbers for $100, something like that, you're going to get suspended automatically. So I would look into getting some real phone numbers by like, AT&T or Verizon or something like that, like a major carrier, at least to start, and then see if you could port them over somewhere else. Like I use Ring Central, but my phone number was on AT&T for, I don't know, maybe 15 years or something like that, right? So that's the first thing. The other thing is that you want to upload pictures to your GMB, like periodically, like monthly. Add new pictures to that. You want to take pictures of your business card, like I said earlier in the video, to wear t-shirts, but not only wear t-shirts, take pictures of your team, like doing something, wearing the t-shirt, even if you have to stage it. You have to make up a scene and take a picture and upload it to Google My Business. And letterhead is another good thing to do. So you can get cheap letterhead online and just use that. But take pictures of that. Take pictures of everything that proves that you're a real business. Many clients get suspended and they don't realize why, and they didn't take any steps. Right now, I have a friend. His name is Ben Fisher over at Steady Demand. If all the things that I say didn't work, you may be in another category. Google suspensions aren't my #1 business, right? It's something that I know about, and I could get 90% of the people out of Google suspensions. But that last 10%, you got to go over to Ben Fisher over at Steady Demand. You can see I have his name on this screen here. So definitely check out Ben Fisher. If you want, Google his name. You'll see that he's involved with Google. He's a really, really smart guy, and he unsuspends a lot of people that I send over to him, right? And lay off the black hat stuff, like especially if you don't know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, don't go over to Fiverr and because you saw a video and buy a bunch of links and point them at your GMB and do Google stacks and stuff like. I'm not saying it doesn't work, and I'm just saying if you don't know what you're doing, don't do anything to jeopardize your GMB because that could happen. All right, so I wanted to say that. I also wanted to say I'm almost at 6,000 subscribers. Can you believe this? Can you believe this? I'm almost at 6,000 subscribers. So if you guys could kind of just hit the subscribe button, that would be great. That would be great because if I have more subscribers, more people come out and they see me, and I get more suggestions from people. This was a suggestion that I make a video on Google suspensions. So more people that see us, you know the deal. I don't have to say that. So be good to your family, be good to your wife, be good to your kids. That's the thing that's really important. Kiss your wife, kiss your kids. Always treat them like #1, right? Make them feel like #1 in your family. You don't realize it, but people in your family do a lot of sacrifices for you so you could sit here and watch these videos and work on your business. Who's doing your laundry? Who's cooking for you? Who's taking out the dog? Who's doing really good in school, right? People are making sacrifices for you. So, it's great that, that you're working and making money or learning how to make money, but you know what? Be good to them in the process too. Be nice to them. Don't be a grouch. All right? Other than that, guys, have a great day, and we will see you tomorrow. Take care, guys.